Have you ever been off-roading and your gear is sliding around in the back of your Bronco and you've tried to use the factory D-rings to strap things down, but because of the carpet, things are still sliding around? Well, that happens to us quite a bit as well. So we contacted Tmat to see if they could help us with this solution. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to install this Tmat inside the Bronco. We're going to show you what their 4x4 kit looks like and how we plan to use it to keep our Stack Tech gear in place, that it's not going to be bouncing around when we're off-roading and camping. All right, so we have the box open, and in our kit we're going to have the square panels that will be the floor, and we have some extra panels that will fill gaps in. So what I'm going to most likely do is try to start in the middle of the Bronco and work my way out. It does have this dovetail style lock. Just like if you were to put wood panels or cabinetry together, it's a similar style locking. You have a dovetail end on here, and what you're going to do is line those up and press those down. They do give you a nice mallet to be able to strike that down to get the nice interlock with your floor. Now, the unique part about this floor is the X pattern in the middle. As you can see, the panel is also textured, and you're going to get some options to get these what are called blockers, and the blockers sit inside of the X's like that, and then this would allow you to put them around your box that you're setting on here and basically block that from sliding all around on the floor. So with our system being square and whatnot, you can do different blocking points and interlock your stuff from sliding around. You have nice corners so that things fit in there flush. So that's one style. This one is a adjustable style locker. So you have one central point, and you can slide this back and forth to adjust the tightness. You can see there down on the inside it has like some teeth that allows that to grip in different stages. So that's another one. Then you have one like this that's a little bit taller, so you know things aren't going to topple over the side, and you can hold your gear in and make sure that it's not sliding around. So we're really excited to be installing this into the Bronco. Let's go ahead and lay it out. I'm gonna have to get my CO2 tank out of here and figure out if we can use these taller ones to keep it in place. We do have this plastic boot on there, so I'm hoping with the taller ones we can kind of trap it in there, and I could do away with the bracket and still be able to use that on the floor. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what we did was took these smaller edged ones, and we're going to have to run the edges on the sides on the left and the right, and then on the back you're just going to use the floor to make your straight edge. And then to make up the gap difference on the front, you're going to have 2, 4, 6 of these going across the front to be able to maximize the amount of floor space that you can use in the Bronco. You are going to have some gaps on the right and left side. I don't have any smaller pieces to fill that. So basically that would be about, I would say, a quarter of this piece if this was cut down. You might be able to fill that space in. I may take a saw and just make a nice cut and finish those corners off on the left and right side of the Bronco. So I'll go ahead and get my non-scarring mallet, and I'm going to work from right to left. The instructions say to work from left to right, but I already have the floor laid out, so I can't really change it. It does recommend, stacking everything up where the tails are all going in the same direction, which I've done. But I'm basically going to go ahead and start locking the floor in and installing this floor. So you're just going to take the first interlocking pieces and join those together. It does have a really nice locking fit. The floor is level. I don't feel any overlapping, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple more of these rows in, and we'll come right back in at the finish. Now, because the Bronco has the floor piece that lifts up, you're gonna have to fish this strap back through the little slit in the floor. It's pretty easy to do. You're just gonna pinch it in one corner and work your way at an angle, and it will come right out the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and we got that out of the way, and now we're going to work on finishing this floor up at the bottom, and we just have a few pieces left to do. The other thing I like about these little half pieces, they do have areas where it looks like you could run a bolt down if you want to permanently attach this floor to the surface that you're working on. Because these are the outside corners, those would be your anchoring points. So I do want to work on securing this down so it's not floating around the floor. And then that way it won't be sliding around because it's not attached. Okay, so we got all of the pieces in that will fit for just straight out of the box. Now, there is some modifications that I could do, cutting these down, fitting the corners, and doing that. And so, but as just from a 4x4 kit, this is what it's going to look like. And again, anchoring it down using these holes. So I'm going to try to line up some of the X's where they are, and try to find a way to use where the factory D-rings are, maybe at least up at the top, so that the floor is not sliding around. But that's going to take me some time here to figure out how to do that. But I just want to show you the initial floor and what it looks like assembled. So let's go ahead and get some pieces on here, lock some things down, and show you what these boxes are going to look like. Okay, so I have the floor fitted. Now what I wind up doing is taking a extra piece of floor and I cut the corners off because the corners up there weren't going all the way to the end, and I really wanted to be able to use that space. So I just took two attachments, one attachment there and the other one over there, and they're holding the corners together. And what that is able to do is give me a really nice square floor all the way to the end of the Bronco. So let's go ahead and load some boxes and put some of the cleats down to show you how this looks. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and lock in our boxes. As you can see, the floor is completely installed. And I want to show you how this foot clamp works. So if you squeeze the sides, it allows the foot here to extend out. And then you'll see these ridges that'll cause that locking mechanism. So if you just, set your square in, pull this back. All right, and then push that forward, give it a good little one push, and you'll feel it click in and lock, so that box is now secured. You do have this style as well that has more of the cornered edges, so you can line that up and get a nice fit. You'll hear that nice click. That means it's fully locked in there. So just line that up, give it a little push, and then now these boxes are nice and secured and they're not going to slide back. With the taller ones, if you have something that's more top heavy, I recommend using the taller ones. And that will allow for more height on the box, so if it's to slide back with something more top heavy like this one, it won't topple over when you're off-roading or at the job site. Pretty easy to install. If you have any questions, feel free to leave your comments in the comment section below. We'll answer those for you. Thank you for watching our videos, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, let's talk about the accessories that lock this into place. This one is more what I call like a foot style. It has these locking gears down the side. And to engage it, you just squeeze and pull or push. So you'll hear as it's going up, it's hitting those ridges and locking into place. And I like that because it gives me the adjustability to load my gear in there and be able to adjust the width by this piece moving up and down. So if you just lock that into the floor like so, you're going to push, get that final click in there, and that's going to lock that box in place. Now, when you have boxes that are stacked like this one, I recommend getting this accessory. It's a little bit taller, as you can see. It's not adjustable, so you're going to have to kind of get this one up there nice and tight. But I just want to show you how this one works. And this one has 3 points of contact, where this one has 2 points of contact, but one on the box. So you'll just line this up and just tap it down into place, and then that's nice and secured. Again, I like to use this one on items that are a little bit taller. And the other style is this one, which we already have installed right here. This is going to also give you 3 points of contact. It's a little bit taller than this first one, but I like how that one allows me to maybe butt 4 corners of these up together like this. And then now I have more boxes that I can put into these corners and secure and have ample amount of securing feet down inside of the floor, giving me a nice tight hold. So you can butt this flat up against the box like this, or and then that would allow you to have a box on the left, a box on the right, and a box corner in the front. Or you could secure it like this with the logo facing out if you like to see the logos. But you can hear how tight these fit down inside this floor, securing all of your gear. If you have any questions for us, Make sure to put those down in the comments. Thank you for watching our video. Please make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.